Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the MMDA Lady Spikers. Let's start with our outside hitter, number 2, Jessica Inato. Millbacker, number 3, Karen Salvador. Outside hitter and our team captain at number 5, Mikey Moralina. Millbacker, number 7, Donna Gaite. Opposite hitter, number 9, Leia Idanan. Setter, number 10, Jomalyn San Andres. Starting libero at number 15, Abigail Jaime. Head coach of the Lady Spikers, Herbert Matematico. Now let's meet the starters of the NHA Home Masters. Let's start with our rail blocker, number 1, Cristel Rosales. Setter, number 7, Sheila Cecilio. Millbacker, number 8, Jobel de la Cruz. Outside hitter, number 9, Rhea Oñate. Opposite hitter, number 11, Lisa Miano. Outside hitter, number 14, Laika Nidoy. Starting libero at number 16, Gemma Bernardo. Head coach of the Home Masters, Mike Reynoso.
Ito po ang ating first match for this afternoon right here at the Paco Arena. It's going to be the MMDA. As you can see, their starting lineup on your screens right now. So sila Moralina, Salvador, Idanan, Gaite, San Andres Inato, and Jaime will be in the starters for this Lady Spikers. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, we have itong NHA Home Masters natin, starting off with Cecilio, Nidoy, Oñate, Rosales, De La Cruz, Amiano, and Bernardo. So dati nanalo na dito ang kupunan ng NHA against the Pag-ibig. Meanwhile, itong kupunan ng MMDA still trying to find a win here, no, on their first match against the DNR Lawin Spikers. As we discussed earlier, natalo nga yung kanilang kupunan. At masasanay din tayo with the names eventually, no? Kanina inaaral ko yung names ng MMDA.
Very intently watching.
Kasi sabi ko, parang hindi ko pa sila kabisado masyado. Unlike the NHA, you know very well these players, no? You've seen them play from season 3 of our UNTV Volleyball League. By the way, we're coming to you live on the UNTV Sports social media pages, YouTube and Facebook page of UNTV Sports. There you go with the first point coming from the Lady Spikers.
We did mention that, MMDA, despite being new, I think yun yung kanilang assignment din talaga. Aralin yung kanilang mga kalaban. But yung mga errors na ganyan yan ang kailangan nilang maiwasan, no? Going up against a team that is still yet to be defeated here this season.
And competitive din itong kupunan ng NHA. Nagpalakas din sila for this season with the addition of Cecilio in their lineup. But that point will not count for the NHA. So 2-1 na tayo dito. We can see San Andres. This good serve. There goes Amiano. But mishandled in the middle for the MMDA. Ito si Nidoy, bago din nila para sa kupunan ng NHA at napakataas ng kanyang puntos, no? In their last game.
Well, she did share kanina, no, sa ating AVP na try out siya, may kakilala siyang naglalaro at nakuha siya. I think, they really do recognize her contribution in their games.
Madalas ganun, no, kapag meron ka talagang kakilala, no, sila na lang yung hahatakin mo dun sa liga mo rin. You think will contribute big for your team.
I think for them also, on the lookout for that spot they need to fill, no?
Yes.
Setter ba yan? Attacker ba kailangan nila? I think this is a good way to really beef up their offense.
But that's way too strong for Nidoy. 3 serving for the Lady Spikers. We also have serving for them is Inato, Jessica Inato. Import para sa kupunan ng MMDA Spikers. Good set right there. De La Cruz is able to deliver a point for the NHA. Amiano to serve right now. San Andres, they give it to Moralina. Amiano will try this again. Another good set right there. Oo, pero butas ang zone 1 para sa koponan ng NHA.
For MMDA, I think what they need to keep in mind lang no dito sa larong ito, maibalik muna yung bola sa kabila. And I think before winning this match, it's taking it 1 point at a time, then eventually to a set. They lost in straight sets in their last match. And, this is good energy we're seeing.
Yes.
Minsan kailangan lang yung ganun magkaroon ng opportunity, makapuntos.
Yup.
Hopefully get the momentum on their side as they tie it with NHA.
Sila yung new team na parang kahit lugmok sila in the scores, hindi sila nanghihina yung loob nila. And that's one good thing that we're seeing with the MMDA. Really cheering for each other. Meanwhile, Amiano for the attack right there. Yan naman kay Gaite. This one to Nidoy coming from the back. Butas na butas for that space for the MMDA.
Alam mo, they take that point, but Nidoy, you see the smile on her face because hindi solid yung tama nung bola sa kanyang palad. Still a point though.
Yep. Any point is welcome for these two teams right now. Rosale will try this one in front. Pero bumalik at nabutasan sila doon. 6-all. Staying strong and sticking with the scores of the NHA. Itong kupanan ng Lady Spikers. As we can see, Leia Idanan in the service area. Gaite with that one. They give it to Amiano into the net for that ball.
NHA giving up a few errors here. MMDA naman on the other hand, I think it is a good time to take advantage.
Oh, binalik lang agad yun ni Cecilio. Look at this one, coming from behind. Si Iñato. Easy ball right there. Gaite with that one. Rosale quick with that attack. Chance ball for the NHA. Cecilio tries to set up Amiano. San Andres this time to Moralina. In the back row, it goes. Moralina so far with 3 points for the MMDA. Pakinggan muna natin yung first report ni Jess.
Rina, and while masaya si Coach Mike Reynoso ng NHA Home Masters for their first win of the season, he had to point out the third set meltdown of his team. Masyado nga daw nag-relax ang Home Masters kaya nakakuha yung pag-ibig ng 1 set nung last game. That same complacency, yung pinaalala niya kanina before start of the game, na bawal ulitin ngayong araw. He added that while NHA is still developing their style of play, ang magandang bagay nga daw ay yung players niya ay committed to train at mag-improve dahil kaya nga nung sabi niya kanina sa kanilang segment, no, this season they're aiming to be at the top 4. That's all for now. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Jess. And we've heard how much dedication they've put in dun sa kanilang mga ensayo para dito sa kumpanan ng Home Masters just for them to be able to really have a good performance this season 4. No? Sabi nga ni Coach Mike Reynoso, nung unang sabak daw nila last year, hindi naman daw nila ay nakalang ganito kalakas. So ngayon, they're making sure na sila din magpapalakas.
Actually, I love, when I was watching the video earlier, they are a relatively newer team, but not new. So the mindset is, pagbalik mo, oo nga naman, hindi ka na bago eh, di ba? Kahit na parang kahapon lang yun, hindi na bago. But I think on top of that, there's a bit of pressure also from management, no? That they want to have a better standing, here in this season.
Hindi na sila yung baby ng liga natin eh. May tatlo na tayo baby.
No excuses.
That's right. But you know, the MMDA still with a 2-point lead for this first set, 10-8. Amiano cross-court attack is good for her. That was a soft touch.
Well, clearly in this match, the underdogs would be MMDA, but so far they have performed well, no, in terms of offense and blocking. I think that is really crucial dahil dun sila nagkulang eh. They needed to create opportunities to earn points. Pero bago sila makapuntos, kailangan ng magandang depensa at first ball.
And I'm looking at dito nga dun sa mga experiences. Most of the players, yung mga experiences lang nila coming from their MMDA Sports Fest, the Philippine Uniform Services League. Halos yun lang yung sinalihan ng mga players ng Lady Spikers natin. Unlike for the NHA, we've known some players who also plays in the Pro League before. Oh, Nidoy. Good advantage for her in front. Tawag muna ng timeout dito para sa koponan ni Coach Mike Reynoso.
Madali. Okay? Kaya naman natin eh. Pag magdadrop kayo sa likod ng block. At iwas yung sa libero yung mga atake natin. Paangatin lang niya yung bola. Okay? Let's go.
Back here at the UNTV Volleyball League Season 4. Heard that timeout coming from the NHA Home Masters. Minsan ibang serve na ganun pumapasok, no? With a little help from the net. Kaya
But
lang
ito hindi eh, palabas. But I think, you know, ito yung mga errors that, 4 errors actually, 4 points given up by NHA. It is helping MMDA, but what's good is that they're not totally just relying on those errors.
That's right. Looking at the errors of the NHA, 5 errors para sa kanilang koponan. Samantalang the MMDA so far have limited to 2 errors to this first match. Amiano hit it hard. Pasok yun para sa koponan ng NHA. 12 all tayo.
I think that's, if you look at the lineup of both teams, obviously NHA is the taller lineup. And pag tinignan mo yung kanilang front line, De La Cruz and Amiano with the height, should be an advantage. So let's see.
They have to maximize this rotation pa, no, for the NHA as well. Kaya lang that time, no, hindi na. Just way to the left of De La Cruz yung bola. Iñato with that good serve. There is a net touch. Point awarded para dito sa koponan ng Home Masters. They're still behind by a point here. 12 serving 13. Amiano with this one. Lakas para kay Moralina.
This is why yung pwesto rin, kung nasan ka sa bola, very important, especially when you're near the net. You want to be able to get the ball from the top and not be under the ball.
Mataas masyado yung set na yon. But it's still inside for De La Cruz. Tolentino will be coming in for Moralina. Miano so far is leading the scores for the NHA with 4 points now. Yes. Salvador with that one.
Those drop balls have been working for MMDA. Right now, ang top scorers on the side of MMDA, Salvador and Moralina.
MMDA will continue to score. 15 all. Salvador, parehas ng puntos with Moralina at 4 points for the NHA. Amiano in the middle. There goes Gaite. Amiano, second attempt. Amiano will receive that one. This one was Yate with that last attack. Buhay pa rin ang bola. De La Cruz taps this one.
Good read on the formation of MMDA.
Balik lang si Moralina on the court. 16 serving 15. Dikit na dikit yung laban natin on this first set, no? Siguro yan yung naging homework din ng MMDA. Basta dikitan lang yung kanilang kalaban on this game.
But I think it is a strategy that works. You wanna take out already that pressure na hahabol na naman ako.
Oo, nakakapagod yun eh.
Oo, nakakapagod. And mentally and physically, because you're always gonna be in a rush. There's always that urgency. I think for now, they are in a good position. I mean, Moralina was one of the top scorers also in their last game. Balansyado yung kanyang pag-score, no? Atake at saka blocking.
That's right. Moralina had 10 points on their last game. But that is way, way out. Hindi na kayang i-save ng kupunan ng NHA. Sa ngayon, papasok na si Dunca, kapalit ni Unyate for the NHA. 17, serving 16. Isang puntos na kalamangan para dito sa Lady Spikers. Good receive. Dunca will try this one. Good dig right there coming from the Spikers. Tataas lang yan para dito kay Nidoy coming from the back. They go now. Oh, but it's way wide for the ball coming from San Andres.
Salvador having a... Well, she tried. Salvador tried, pero too strong.
That's a good service coming from Dunca. Pangalawang service is na yan ang kuponan ng NHA for this first set. Dunca!
Magical spot in the middle.
Kaya mapapatawag na dito ng timeout ang kuponan ng Lady Spikers. Let's listen in.
First ball muna. Wala mo na magpo-focus sa atake. Kailangan mapangat lang muna natin yung bola. First ball lang muna. Isa-isa lang. One at a time. Okay? Huwag niyong tignan yung score. Ang kailangan ko, nakafocus kayo sa first ball muna. Okay?
First one tayo, enjoy tayo ma! Tara, tara! One, two, mama da!
Perfect timeout for the Lady Spikers. Hoping na mabasag ang momentum dito ng koponan ng NHA. Two service aces before that timeout coming from Dunka. But this one, a better receive coming from the Lady Spikers. But Nidor with that attack that hit the line. Dunka pa rin ang nasa service area. 20, serving at 17. NHA is 5 points away from getting this first set. Nidoy.
Oh, now this is the danger. If NHA gets their footing and they're more organized, kita natin, no? Ang bilis. It's so easy for them to pull away.
Apologize pa si Moralina. Napalakas yung tira niya eh. Target si Dunka at the back, no? Sabi ni Dunka medyo masakit pa.
Oo, pero sanay na sila dyan.
Oo.
It's a part of the game.
Oh, but it gets into the net for Moralina.
Alam mo, dito talaga, no, ang magiging labanan is consistency because I think that's what we see often. Parang you can get a good run, pero talagang minsan sa opensa or minsan sa kanilang serve or depensa, yung consistency talaga. No? But that's something that they will also, I think, get used to over time.
Oo. Nangangapa pa rin sila eh, kahit papano for this MMDA. That's already 5 service aces coming from the NHA.
They are serving strong. They have been targeting very well also.
Oh, but Nidoy with that one. Perfect timing with the ball. And they get to get that first set for them. No? Tuloy-tuloy, no? Pag pasok nila ng 20 points, tuloy-tuloy na yung naging scoring nila dyan by getting just those services that killed really the momentum here of the MMDA Lady Spikers.
Ang weakness, no? At saka yung buta sa depensa on the side of MMDA.
So far for the NHA, Nidoy has been scoring excellently for the team. Finished the first set with 8 points at followed by Amniano, no, with 4 points on that first set. Meanwhile, for the MMD, of course, their team captain, Mikey Moralina, leading the way for the MMDA Spikers with 6 points. And then you also have one of the good attackers there, Salvador, with 4 points. Nidoy wanted to contribute more points.
Oo nga. Sabi niya, gusto ko yata double digit agad.
Parang last time na kinover natin siya eh. Parang siya lang yung in double digits agad-agad for the NHA. Martin. Easy point for the MMDA with that service error coming from Martin. Gaite with that serve. De Los Santos now in for the NHA. Oh,
Salvador having a good day. Alam mo, not a very strong hit. I think, you know, her game is just all about placement.
kung saan lang mabubutasan talaga dito ang koponan ng Home Masters. Nidoy tries this one. Inyato, but blocked right there. Good dig coming from Miano in the back. Nidoy, cross court is good. Salvador, that hits the line once again. Salvador once again, but that was gentle on her part. Amiano. Nidoy for this one. Easily received there by MMDA. 1-2 play. De Los Santos in front. Nidoy gets this one. In the back row, they rattled up. Oh, too close to the net.
One of the longer rallies we've seen, but sayang, no? Ended in that error.
Lead is with the MMDA Spikers with 3, 2 serving 3 now. Kargado yung serve na yun. Balik lang kay De Los Santos. Easy push right there. Inyato with this one. Butas na butas para dun sa likod ng NHA.
She's been quiet in the first set, only with 1 point so far. That is gonna be her second point.
Oo, because on her last game though, she came in behind by Moralina. Si Moralina had 10 points, siya naman 9 points. So leading scorers for the NHA. But Nidoy wanted to put some more points for the Home Masters.
Parang may hinahabol tong si Nidoy eh.
Oh, in double digits na pa rin pala siya, no? With 11 points. Only player in double digits for this game right now. Easy over right there. Pinapos for Martin. Five serving 2 for Salvador. Or iba ang mag-serve sa kanila. Si Inyato na. Running attack was not good for Nidoy.
Alam mo, buti na-realize ng MMDA na mali yung kanilang rotation.
Oo.
But in fact, you can ask you can ask our officials kung tama ba yung rotation because of all the switching that's happening and syempre,
Nakakalito.
some of the players aren't so used to it. No?
Yes.
Yung switching na yan. So, they can ask.
Rather than lose a point.
Yes.
Costly for them. Buhay pa rin ang bola. Salvador easy over for the NHA. Here goes Amiano. Catches the net once again. Errors for the NHA. They're down by 4 points here. And they want to talk things over on their side for the Home Masters.
Ang nila, butas sila sa loob, yung zone 1.
Oo, yung zone 1. Tara.
Pero tandaan nyo, hindi kayo makaka-atake hanggat wala kayong magandang receive. Ha? Yung receive nyo, huwag nyo masyadong
Mas may
bilisan.
tayo, pero yung receive, taas natin.
Ayusin nyo na yung
Hindi yung
receive
receive,
nyo.
ibabasukan natin. Taas natin, taas para makapag-serve. Hindi, mas gandaan nyo lang yung taas.
Hey!
Ang madalas kasi ng bola nila catches the net for the NHA for the second set.
But, you know, this has been the pattern that we've seen, at least in the last 2 sets. They start off quite too relaxed.
Yes.
And quite slow, giving up 4 errors already, no? 4 out of the 7 points of MMDA galing sa errors ng NHA.
Pero makakapuntos doon ang kupunan ng NHA dahil naging outside yung atake coming from Moralina in the front. Chance for NHA right there. Rosale in front. Won't be saved by the Lady Spikers. Still ball. For that serve. Salvador with this one. Good dig. Oh, easy put back right there. Coming from Moralina.
She is one of the tallest players on the side of MMDA. So talagang they are taking advantage, no, kapag siya ang rotation niya yung nasa net.
Another report coming from Jess.
Rina and Ann, after the first set, Coach Herbert of the Lady Spikers told his girls, pag hindi kayo masaya, bumababa yung laro ninyo. At pag nakasimangot kayo sa loob, nagbabago yung tempo ng ating laro. He emphasized they need to enjoy the game. Gaya nung first part ng kanilang first set where they're celebrating, cheering, and shouting compliments to their team. Lastly, he added they need to compose themselves now and be consistent sa communication at energy. Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, Jess. So I think it's the character that what the coaches are also building, especially in the side of the MMDA, no?
I think there's a lot of truth in that. Kasi kung ang bigat naman talaga, na parang binadala niyo yung buong mundo, it's so hard to move. It's also so hard and nakakahawa yan, ano? Naramdaman niya ng mga kasama mo sa loob ng court.
Sino ba yung first game natin? BFP ba yun yung ni-report ko? Si Gang na hindi pa daw siya nakaka-move on. Doon sa kanilang last season na game. Oo. Pero after nung panalo niya, ay ma'am, naka-move on na kami. Masaya na kami ulit. Reset na.
Ang bilis no?
Oo. Ang bilis maka-recover pag nananalo eh.
Ang tagal kapag negative. That's why, you know, a lot of the teams really want to end on a high note. Manalo or matalo, basta naibigay mo yung magandang laban.
Pag ganun ba, pag natatalo ba, may mga times na hindi ka nakakatulog.
Alam mo kasi ito on you, lalo na kung
sabi nga nila,
konting regret. Bakit ba? Kasi may mga talo na proud ka pa rin kasi talagang ibinigay niyong lahat. Pero may mga talong, ba't nga ba ganun yung nangyari?
Oo. Kaya pala si Gang, ang term niya pa nun, minumulto.
It haunts you talaga.
That's right. This time, you know, NHA, they're still down here by 5 points and trying to keep the ball alive here. Amayano just put the ball in the line right there, getting a point for the home masters. Yano, 5 points in play for the NHA. Gaite with this one. Nidoy, aatake ng malakas. Twelve points now for Nidoy.
Service aces have been a weapon here para sa NHA. This has been something that worked for them also in set 1.
That's right. 5 service aces, no?
Oo, tsaka
set number 1.
Di man ace, makikita natin na free ball na lang yung balik eh.
Oo.
Malakas yung kanilang serve.
Unti-unti nang umaabante dito ang kupunan ng NHA from being down by as much as 4 points earlier. Now they're just a point behind dito sa kupunan ng MMDA, 10 serving 11. Good serve. Running in the back is Inato. Nidoy, ready for that cross court, pero napalakas. Moralina to serve. Moralina leading scorer para sa Lady Spikers. De Los Santos, hirapan ang Lady Spikers. Nidoy ready for this one. Oh!
Almost a gift for De Los Santos.
Yung tempo lang sa bola, no?
Oo, timing is really everything sa
Yes.
mga received, overpassed na bola.
Moralina getting good serves right there. Oh, miscommunication on the part of the NHA.
Wow, 9 points given up here in this set. So 9 out of the 14 points of MMDA from NHA errors.
Back dun sa kanilang 4-point lead in ang koponan ng Lady Spikers. Nidoy just pushes that ball, but she was able to touch the net.
Oh, wow. 11 errors already. As of the latest stats that we have, this is even more than what NHA has scored here in this set.
NHA, easy over to the MMDA. Silent this. Into the net, there's Nidoy. That's already 3 touches. Still behind by 4 for the home masters. 11 serving 15. Inato. Good dig right there. Nidoy, atake. Gusto niya dun sa linya para short point.
That's a much needed point for the home masters. I think they need to put a stop to it right away because while alam natin na kayang-kaya nilang humabol, I think the numbers really, kung double digit na yung errors, no, na kailangan talagang pigilin agad.
Pareho na yung errors nila sa score nila ngayon eh. Sayang eh. This one from the back, Moralina. That also catches the line. Way to celebrate for the MMDA. Is leading by 5 points right now. Time for the NHA to huddle up.
Tapik-tapik lang sila.
Wala namang pumupukpok dyan. Umayos lang kayo ng pwesto.
Score nila, errors natin, promise.
Oo, tsaka kumilos kayo.
Sayang.
Bawian natin, tara.
Usap.
Let's see if NHA will adjust post that timeout.
Gusto nila makapunta sagad. Nidoy was just right in front, no? Already in double digits for Nidoy.
He has been the more consistent one. Really scoring here. So this should be a good rotation for NHA, also with De Los Santos here scoring that ace. Even in the previous set, dito sila umarangkada at the service line. So hopefully, De Los Santos can consistently send this over. With a touch right there.
Another service is for De Los Santos.
It looks like it was going long.
Oo.
So luckily, merong touch.
De Los Santos 3 points. Two coming from the services. But that one is way too long.
Even the previous one now, it was on its way out. And I think this has been the problem that's plaguing NHA at the moment.
Sale.
Sabi ni Kite, let me give them a dose of their own medicine. Ang dami na puntos ng MMDA sa tapik-tapik.
Kanina in the first set, diba? Oo.
So, sabi ni Kite, sige nga, ako nga rin.
Try lang natin. Pahirapan natin. Ang ganda ng receive in the back of Moralina. This one, Inyato. Gigil sa kanyang palo. Isa na lang ang kalambangan dito ng MMDA, no? Parang na-rattle up na dito si Coach Matematico. Pakinggan natin siya.
Kung i-error kayo, binaba mo pa yung... Bumabalik na naman tayo dun sa sakit natin. Bumibitaw tayo ng 18. Anong gagawin natin? First bullan muna ulit natin. Okay? Lagyan nyo ng sense yung atake nyo. Huwag ng palo ng palo. Lagyan nyo na siya ng direction. Okay? Gets ba?
It's the second set of our first game here between the NHA and the MMDA. In the first set, nanalo dyan ang kupunan ng Home Masters. And right now, in the second set, they're just behind by a point here.
The errors being committed on the side of MMDA. Alam mo, ang laking bagay na yun kasi kung nakakaiwas ka na mag-error, iba yung nakapuntos talaga yung kalaban, walang depensa because it was a difficult one to pick up. But nakakapanghinayang if it is coming from a mistake.
So far, limited yung simula ng errors ng kupunan ng MMDA, no? And hopefully, hindi lang madagdagan yan ngayong second set.
Especially because while NHA has taken the lead, hindi pa malayo.
Not
that far off yet.
Tungka coming in for Silbol. Nidoy on the service. 15 points for Nidoy already. Habol yung kanilang setter there. Chance ball for the NHA. Rosale, just a soft one. This one is going to be out. Points ahead for the NHA. Binaliktad na nila yung puntos kanina. Way behind sila ng 4 points lagi Pero ngayon sila na yung lamang by 2 points. And they're very comfortable in giving service aces para sa kanilang kupunan, which is helping the NHA as well.
Right now, we see the service area as a strong suit for NHA. Too strong though last
binati mo.
last one, binati ko kasi pasensya na. Oo, pinupuri ko naman
Okay,
yung kanilang, strength.
Parang narinig
Oo, hindi ko po sinasadya. Cleaner points this time mula sa NHA.
It's about time that Amiano steps up, no? Dahil kailangan din ng katulong dito ni Nidoy para sa kupunan ng Home Masters. And so far, Nidoy with 16 and Amiano with 8 points for the Home Masters.
This is, I think, a rotational fault
Oh,
for NHA. Again, all these switching that's happening can sometimes confuse our players kung sino na ba ang uusog sa back row. So I think they lose that point due to the wrong server. Rosales still a frontliner. Still in the front line.
Baliktad na yung bola ngayon. Magsuserve na ngayon ang kupunan ng Lady Spikers with Salvador in the service line. Good serve. Rosale tries this one. Mukhang butas pero nagawa ng paraan ng kupunan ng MMDA. This one Amiano taps that ball. In front there. Amiano tries once again on the face of Moralina. 3 points ahead for the NHA. 2 points more needed para may close out nila itong ating second set. But there will be a timeout first.
Tayo lahat.
Huwag kayong ma-pressure. Napipressure kayo pag ganyan ang score.
Sige, malaki lang sila.
Guys,
Tayo yan.
siglahan muna natin. Ha? Siglahan natin. Anticipate natin yung mga atake nila. Mahina lang ang palo nila.
Mama!
I-receive natin. Okay? Let's go, let's go.
Tara, tara. 1, 2, 3. Maganda.
Sure that
Everything must
Oo.
be recorded sa ating ng ating officials.
Sale Moralina. And then there goes Amiano. Danan also tried that one. Amiano in front. Butas sa pagitan doon ni Inato at Salvador.
Also a much better set for Amiano. More active right there in front.
Rosale determined to be able to close out this second set in favor of the Home Masters. The dig. Amiano tries this one. And that's going to be it for the second set of this match with that attack coming from Lisa Amiano. You know, they were able to recover dun sa kanilang mga errors na ipinakita for the NHA. And we'll see if they will be able to continue with this kind of scoring game when we come back for the third set. Kupunan ni Doy with 16 points and Amiano at 11. And for the MMDA, it's still Moralina and Salvador leading the way for the Lady Spikers with 8 and 6 points respectively. Cecilio getting ready to serve for the NHA Home Masters. So far, we've missed the explosive Sheila Cecilio that we've seen in UVL Season 1.
Oh, yeah.
no?
Oo.
I think she's trying to warm up dito sa kanya mga bagong teammates.
But
With
also
the home
she's
masters.
been doing setting duties also.
Yes,
no?
oo.
There's a lot of flexibility in terms of the positions that she can play. Always a good thing.
A very versatile player for Sheila Cecilio. 3 points now, and 3 of those points are coming from the services of Sheila Cecilio. Oh, but that's going to be way too wide. 1-all to start this third set. Later on, you'll see our second game. It's going to be between the DNR and PhilHealth. Meron pa po tayong game 3 today. The AFP Lady Gunners looking for a win here, going up against the Pag-ibig Fund Smashers. Nice one. De La Cruz. Pero may tatawag.
Parang hindi niya alam.
Oo.
Oo. Sometimes, things happen too fast. Or if you can get away with it, why not? No,
Kung hindi
kidding
naman
aside.
nakita.
Oo, minsan kasi hindi nila nararamdaman or hindi nila alam na sila yun. Especially if hindi naman body part, no? It could be their shirt, their hair.
If ever ready to score for the NHA. Amiano right there. 12 points now for Amiano. De La Cruz to serve. Salvador. Easy push right there. Rattled up yung depensa ng kupunan ng NHA. Inato. Oh! Perfect. No one was there.
That is something that has worked for MMDA. Really, the story of today in terms of yung kanilang attack points, not really on strong hits. No? Talagang consistently, they try to place it.
Amiano. Salvador once again to that area for the home masters, second time around. Good receive from the NHA. Nidoy tries that one.
Yes, it is her turn kung gumagana, no? If it works against them, why not do it also to MMDA?
Sabi mo nga, have a taste of your own medicine, no? Oh, catches the net for Idanan. Tolentino will be playing for Idanan. 4-all. Set to Inato. That catches the net. Patayo na yung kanilang head coach, si Coach Mathematico on the sides with the MMDA right now. I think he's not happy with what he's seeing.
Long for Nidoy.
Five all, easy point right there. Given up by the NHA to MMDA. You see ball. As palitan ng errors para dito sa dalawang kupanan na ito. And on deck to serve right now is Amiano. Nato from the back. Galing ng timing ni Inato with the ball.
That is her fourth point for today's match. Moralina remains to be the highest scorer for MMDA.
Rosale. Moralina wants that one. Easy over for Rosale. Now MMDA gets it back to the NHA with the help from the net. Ooh.
Oh, what a smart move from NHA. Habang nakaluhod pa lahat, ibalik mo nga naman. Simple lang.
Dun sa likod, walang na makakatayo para sa kanila.
Mahirap umatras, Mas madaling kumabante.
Atras gagapang.
Hirap.
You know, NHA, 7 serving 6 right here. Rosale. Ito naman kay De La Cruz. Moralina, easy over. Amiano with that one. Babalik lang ng MMDA. De La Cruz in front. But they still have that from Tolentino.
Well, the key really para sa MMDA, just make sure you put the ball over and that catches the line.
I think si Ma'am Tolentino, yung pinakamatanda. No. There's also De La Isla para sa kupunan ng MMDA. Both in their mid-40s already. Let's hear it from Jess for this third set report.
Ladies, sabi ni Coach Mike ng NHA kanina, no, yung pagkawala ng communication sa loob, yung presence of mind ng mga players, at yung pagiging kampante, yung naging reason daw, kaya naging double digit yung errors nila nung second set. Mabuti na nga lang daw ay nakabawi sila sa dulo. Kaya for this third set, ang reminders ni Coach Mike, move, be present, mag-execute nga daw ng kanilang combination plays. At kung napapansin nyo na talagang binabalasan ni Coach Mike yung rotation sa loob, ito ay dahil as a developing team ay hinahanap pa din daw talaga niya yung pinakamagandang combination ng players. Back to you guys.
So much, Jess, no? And that's right, no? From the 15 errors that they have given up on the second set, somehow they were able to limit those errors for the NHA Home Masters. 4 na ang errors nila as opposed to the 15 big errors na nakommit nila kanina on the second set.
That was too short and she knew it. I think for NHA, no, when they commit the errors is usually at the beginning of each set. So they are able to recover. It's just that they can't seem to get over that hump of, starting off, I don't know if it's too relaxed or talagang dun sila nag-give up ng mga puntos.
Yung sense of urgency nila, medyo in the middle of the set na lang pumapasok for the NHA Home Masters. Pero this one, they're still enjoying this 2-point lead for the Home Masters. Buhay pa rin ang bola, but Nidoy wants to end it right there. Nidoy, 19 explosive points for the Home Masters. Still a good save for the MMDA.
Amiano, disappointed with that one. Sayang, seemed open, but catches the net.
Nidoy, it's way too long for her.
That flick of the wrist for Nidoy.
Gaite still on service. Amiano off the block. It's a point to the Home Masters. leading this set. Kanina, they were down by as much as 4 points in the second set. But, you know, in the third set, they wanted a different run. So, they're starting out really good. Lamang sila ng 3 puntos ngayon dito in the third set. Jabel de la Cruz so far have contributed 3 points for the home Masters. That's quite short coming from Salvador. MMDA wants to talk with their head coach.
I-lessen natin yung error. Pag masyadong maraming error, dire-diretso yung score ng kalaban nyo. Bawasan lang muna natin yung errors. Okay? Doon muna tayo. Dumepensa muna tayo. Then yung mga atake, lagyan nyo ng direction yung mga palo. Huwag lang basta pinapalo. Huwag mo ingatan. Paluin mo ng paluin.
Sige, game, game! Muna ka na!
Jobel, good serve right there. Inato just tosses that ball into the net. They go to Inato once again. Amiano with this one, good dig. Too hard to be saved right there. It's close to the net. So far, we're seeing NHA on a good note here on this third set, no, leading the way by 5 points here. Kaya lang mag-e-error dun si De La Cruz. San Andres, that serve. Look at this one. Nidoy.
Oh, now I think they're trying to keep MMDA scoring any further.
Very determined to be able to close out this match for the NHA. Leading still by 5 points here for the home Masters. Nidoy so far with 18 attack points and 2 service aces. Inato Dunca will try that one. That will lead to an error. Running attack there by Danan. Amiano, they called out.
This seems to be the more challenging side for Amiano. The right side of the net is where her attacks usually go straight into the net.
Oh, no.
They beat that serve too much.
Usual service error for Inato. And somehow, Inato is na-limit yung kanyang scoring for this game because on the last game, she was able to contribute 9 points and right now she has only contributed 4 for the team. De La Paz coming in for the MMDA Lady Spikers. Ganun din.
Nabitin.
Oo. Tawag na ni Coach itong si Salvador para bumalik sa koponan ng MMDA Lady Spikers to replace their Laroya. Salvador, good serve. Dumka. Nice placement of that ball. Still ahead here by 4 points for the home masters, 18 serving 14. Good dig. There goes Moralina.
I think this is the set where MMDA has actually given up the most number of points so far. Kasi we did commend them earlier for really minimizing it, no, in the earlier sets.
Kanina mga come from behind win sila eh. Ngayon, so far, they're leading the way here in the third set.
I think for NHA, as it should be, no? Kanina nga we heard the goal is different, no? For this season for them. It is to make it to the top 4 first.
Yes.
Yun yung sabi nila. But, you know, that is gonna be quite a journey dahil single round lang itong ating eliminations. And so it means that they need to be able to play really quality games. And the first 2 sets, I think doon medyo kumapa talaga sila sa umpisa. So here in the third, you know, they need to be able to get it in a very convincing manner.
And they want to elevate also itong kanilang rankings, no, for the NHA Home Masters. They finished at 7th place last season, donating 50,000 pesos dun sa kanilang chosen beneficiary. And they wanted to donate more, perhaps on the beneficiary of the NHA Home Masters for this season. Moralina with this one. Oh, good combo play coming from the NHA we've seen. Chance for the NHA. Amiano gives this one. Ang taas ng palo. Coming from Gaite, it's out. Costly error for the MMDA. Because right now, 4 points na lang ang kailangan ng NHA to be able to win this match. And another timeout coming from Coach Matematico.
Tsagayin nyo lang. May errors din naman sila eh. Pero huwag nyong higitan yung error nila para mahabol natin yung score. Okay? Huwag kayong ma-pressure yung score. Ang i-pressure nyo yung depensa natin. Okay? Go!
On DNR, kontra po yan sa kapanan ng PhilHealth. And abangan nyo po on to our last game is also the AFP as they go up against the Pag-ibig Fund Smashers. Right after this match. Kaite with that one, misreceived. Live na live pa itong kupunan ng MMDA trying to catch up with the NHA.
Showing good character, no?
That's right. Moralina in the middle. Cecilio to Amiano. Salvador into the net.
The better sets we've seen from NHA.
Lady Spikers. 3 points behind here sa koponan ng NHA on the other side. NHA just needed 3 points to be able to close out this match. Easy over coming from Dunca right there. There goes the run from Inato and Nidoy. Inato and Nidoy in front.
Nidoy just doing what she does best. Meanwhile, si Cecilia din nakita natin, no, kept chasing after the ball. Ang hirap talaga maging setter.
Oo, yun nga eh.
Para keep chasing.
Kasi sa'yo nakadepende yung attacking may puproduce ng iyong kupunan, no? Oh, with the help coming from the net, Dunca puts in a score for the home masters. 1 point needed for the team.
Home Masters now at match point.
Oh, yun lang. Sasabit lang yung kanyang serve na yun.
Still some chance here for MMDA na ilapit ang kanilang score muna.
Tataas for Salvador. Good pick up coming from the NHA. And that's gonna be it. 3 straight sets for the NHA home masters. Winning their game here. At sila ngayon arangkada muli dun sa ating team standings by having 2 wins already on this UVL Season 4.